So we'll jump in to this 1v1. It's going to be actually BacT's playing against Melkor, I believe. Mathis, I believe, is Melkor. Yeah, it is. It's the German flag. That's how I remember between the two brothers. Anyway, guys, welcome. It's a 1v1 casual rated games, and we're last games you watch on YouTube, we were watching a team game involving BacT, who was just monstrous, and now we're seeing him in a 1v1 setting. On Arabia, of course, it's Mongol War as well, not just the standard hand wars we see these days. It's a Mongol War. I'm pretty excited. Let's see how this one will pan out. In the blue, I just changed the team colors. We got Mathis playing here. Just going to push one deer in straight away. I'm just slowly catching up here, which is nice. Gonna go with actually sending a fourth to wood pretty early. New, that's new. So we got him. His map's current so far. He's got backward line to go onto. He's got forward berries, and also a forwardish gold on this really odd, like frustrating hill. What I mean by that is it's on a hill, so like it's awkward enough as it is, and then. But you can TC it. You can TC it on this hand, on this sort of side where I'm boxing out. But it's quite awkward again too. And if any tower comes along here, if I say a tower comes here, this is beautiful because it takes care of the gold here, takes care of the gold there, and again more wood line from that on. I'm gonna take the chat off. Sorry about that. So that's something interesting to know. It's kind of one of those weird goals. Like it's not terrible, but it can be a real problem for him later on. So just gotta take that into account. So, rest of the map for him as well, it's looking pretty okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I've seen a lot worse maps than this. Also got 2 backstone, which is very nice for him for Mongols. Again, for that sort of late game Mangadai. So in the red, we've got BacT here. He's bringing in a second. Was that a second ball? That his first ball. It feels quite early for a second ball, but at the same time, oh, it's his second ball. I couldn't see the carcass in the first one. I can't believe he might have killed that on the same point. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, it is second ball. Oh, Mongols. It's what a wonderful civ. Alright, so map for BacT. Front wood line is taken care of. He's got a back wood line which isn't looking so great. 2 oases making it life difficult. He has, however, got 2 back goals, which is beautiful. That one's very nice, nice and secure. This one's also on top of a hill next to a wood line. Just TC there, job done. And again, his third and final gold isn't too far away either from the second. So very easy to control. Looks like Mathis is the first one to click up. Only marginally ahead here from BacT. He himself also clicking up. I think that's because of the fact that his second ball was a tad late, which would have affected that uptime clearly. As he splits lumber camps, one to the south, one to the north. He's also got casually, yeah, the 4 on berries. So again, for overall, BacT's maps probably pretty nice. I mean, the wood's looking decent, but again, all the good wood's on the front. So, and again, a tower behind here would do some good work. But he does have more than one wood line to go to if he does encounter that problem. The one bad thing probably for BacT's map is that his stones are a little bit far out, not as secure as Mathis's. And when we get to that sort of mid-Castle Age onwards, we'll see the players start focusing on that stone. We might see a little bit earlier, depending how it's going to go. But we will see that transition onto stone, which will be very important. This stone might be okay because you can TC on this side of it, because that wood won't last forever. So what we might be seeing is in that Feudal Age, standard Feudal Age work, and then once that wood line gets well chopped, and as he clicks up to the Castle Age, he'll transition with the TC probably onto this side, and we'll take the wood as well as the stone. So it's okay, he can protect these stones, but it isn't as secure as the others. But now here we go, Feudal Age is now in for both players. Archery Range gets dropped by BacT, not going to go with the Scouts option, it seems. Probably, I think, maybe by both players. No, it's the stable, you are correct, by S&D. And Jeanette alike. It is going to be a stable approach from Mathis, and just a standard archery range coming out from BacT. One spearman already coming out. He's not on gold just yet. He is starting to go onto it though. After finishing up the walls up the top, very nicely done there. Going to provide a lot of security. And again, we'll finish it up on the front. And we'll, okay, it's going to fully wall everything. That little cliff here too. Ooh, okay, he's not gonna do it there. He's gonna do it here instead. That's fine enough. I mean, there's two walls just right there. So he even tried to go for a wall here, definitely would have lost the bill. For sure. Even making sure he's not gonna get in through those cheeky little gaps. Matt's gonna go scouts, and then we'll probably soon realize that this is gonna be pretty redundant because, well, you can't really get a lot done with it. Mathis is Melkor. Melkor is Mathis. I call it Mathis for people on YouTube who do not know who he is. So, if I'm saying like Melkor, people are like, who the hell's Melkor? Melkor's not playing. It is not Melkor. It is Melkor. Okay, so two scouts, three pairing up with the original one. And they're going to find out pretty much that there's not a whole full map going on. But with this early sort of map control that he will have, it will allow him to do the wall on his space too. Just finishing up the little tile there. And he will also do one probably over here if he has scouted it. Oh god. Okay, I think he's going to scout this out. That's very nice. You will see that now. It's a very often mistake to think that this will be fully walled in this section, but the tree line, but it's not. So he's going to finish it up. Yeah, he spots it. He's going to secure it. And I really like what he's done here too. He's walled very far in the front here, so that allows him to take this gold back here nice and securely. He could have done the walls to here, but he knows that, well, it even makes more sense now, the fact that the archery range comes down from BacT so early. So that's very nice. And this two tires will get done in good time as well as those archers and spearmen trying to come forward. So good work here by Mathis. Both players got a decent amount of food economy going as well, so not much really to separate the players. Mathis is slightly ahead on the Vil count. He was just about half a Vil ahead, I believe. We'll see his dirty Vil coming out any second now. And there we go. Now getting the wheelbarrow, it seems. Who drops the blacksmith? What's the next thing? Is he going to drop ranges himself, or is he going to just go fast up, I wonder? Well, he's looking pretty good. The food economy is dropping the blacksmith. I don't see any archer ranges in sight just yet. So it looks to me he's going to go up fast. I'm not going to transition to any archers in the feudal age, because he's fully walled. It's very unlikely that BacT is going to make a great effort to get in. And if he does, he's got plenty of time to react to this. And probably a similar situation arising here from BacT. Exactly. He's got himself 450 food. Very similar. Now he's getting the wheelbarrow done. A little bit later there for Mathis. And it's allowed Mathis to build up this nice food bank already. He's got the 200 gold required to click up with. We'll just see him probably idle, maybe make one bill, and then just pile the bills in, and then try and click up as soon as possible. He is mining a lot of gold though at this point. So that means he may drop a second stable. He'll drop a second stable around here, and we'll keep the walls closed. And there we go. Yeah, already clicked up. And what about for BacT here? Well, he's not too far away either. He'll finish wheelbarrow. He'll drop the bills in, and we'll click up. Oh no, make another bill. Okay, he's gonna make another bill before doing that. All right, that's fair enough. Mathis will be up fairly ahead here from BacT. BacT's still on the one archer range, not producing anything that's wise. He's now looking at himself. Now, I'll be curious what he's going to drop here. Most likely a stable. Ooh, okay. This is actually a good reactionary play from BacT. I'm assuming, so look at his fog of war. Yeah, he's got some really good scouting info, generally speaking, because with those units, he's just seen the stable and the blacksmith. Doesn't see any other archer ranges, anything like that, really. So he knows that most likely it's going to be knights coming out right now from Mathis. Yeah, bloodlines getting researched and a second stable being dropped. So he puts his own stable down so that he can get some camels going, and that'll be a really good response. Now, is that tree choppable? I would like to say it isn't because it's part of the oasis line and part of the tree formations. I would like to say that is not palisade choppable. It should be like, maybe. Because it's part of this little sandy oasis, so I'm assuming that this was not choppable, but I'm curious. I need some help, SMB. Tell me in the chat. Am I right or wrong? I don't think it is droppable. Anyway, Mathis, Castle Age, done. Now next, what is it? 2 stables. Start pumping up them knights. Yeah, there we go. 2 stables on the move. He's got quite a few queued up. He probably could have got the +2 armor if he really felt like it. He wants to go extremely aggressive, but I don't think he wants to. I think he just wants to build some economy. And there's that TC I was talking about, just on the other side. And that's in a better spot because, again, it's got the space for it, and that'll allow him to get some farms around it. So that's very nice. It's a good TC placement. And here we go. Knights on the move. BacT himself getting scale binding armor, dropping a TC, and we'll drop a monastery. So we're going to see a good old BacT defense here. Why would Mathis even go forward trick? Some players have done that. I can say with confidence. Some players have generally gone forward, chop the tree. It's a good idea, really. I mean, if you're going to send a forward build anyway to drop a siege workshop, why not just go and chop the tree, have a test, and then if you can already get in with some knights and start doing some damage. Especially if Mathis was being that far up ahead. It's worthy of crack, quite frankly. That's why I was saying I was wondering, because it's always a possibility. I would never rule anything out like that. They're trying to break into his base, but again, quick double house and a stone wall behind it. It make it very difficult to do so, and even more stone walls coming up at the top here. Those knights trying to find a way in. Now we're starting to see monks starting to come out and convert. One knight does get converted. Wow, nice RNG for you, BacT. This looks like though Mathis isn't going to give up on this. In fact, he's going to send a villager forward, like I was saying. We'll do a siege workshop and a monastery. Probably going to mangonel out. Yep, that's what it's going to be. Yeah, exactly that, Peter Parr. Exactly that. You're exactly spot on. So 3 TZs up for BacT. He's going to try and defend as best he can, but there's no siege workshop just of yet. Oh, and the monk gets sniped by the mangonel. Good work. Looks like that monk's getting trying. Wow, no way that got converted. Okay, like that shouldn't happen. But what I was trying to say there is that probably Mathis should have backed off, but he didn't, so he lost that knight. Outrageous though, outrageous. He lost the mangonel on top of that to the knights. Oh, wow, that's really superbly well played by BacT, and all this time he's starting to gather ahead in the economy. But this isn't just over just yet. Gonna try and reconvert the knight. Oh, he does! Oh, okay. So I'll have that back, thank you very much. Now the camels are starting to come out. I'm trying to flank out here from Mathis. We'll pick off the monk and try and pick up against these knights too, but there are quite a few, and now a +2 armor on top of that, and bloodlines. They will be able to man fight this quite okay. Now even another monk appears out. We'll try and convert the camel. Kind of forces away. Now it's 10 bills ahead. It's slowly starting to creep up. Mathis here at this point is up against the clock. He really needs to start making a move on, because I would say he has about 5, 6. Basically, until the 30-minute mark, I think, to get work done. If he doesn't get the job done in the next 5, 6 minutes, and BacT, who's already mining a lot of stone, will be looking to probably put a defensive castle, surely. Yeah, look at that, 400 stone already. I would say not even 5 minutes. He has 3 minutes now to try and get something done. He's now 12 bills behind on economy-wise. And he still hasn't got inside his base yet. It's just a mangonel chipping away at a barracks. And I'll probably expect BacT to do some stone walling to about here-ish. So these monks here need to start getting involved. There's now a mangonel of BacT's own for that siege workshop. Okay, he has finally broken the racks. Let's see if he can try and... He's gonna play it safe though, just dive in. Okay, now he's gonna dive in. Now he sees the mangonel where it's positioned and sees the camels. And again, respectfully, just backs off. There's not enough room for him to... Doesn't feel awfully too confident either. I mean, there's monks, there's camels, mangonel. Even a Scorpion coming out there from Mathis. That's an interesting move. Maybe expecting a couple of Spearmen or Pikes. That's terrible trivia, Jeanette. That's just terrible. Awful. Okay, handcuff coming down. Castle, defensive castle is being dropped. Now this is literally the moment for Tannis. That would miss. I think that was targeting a camel that moved. That missed a shot, got 1-3 away, and this castle's going to go up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh my god, that's 2 for 1. Mangonel's front, and these camels are beating us back with the monks helping out here as well. And this is this forward did not pay off at all well, and the castle comes up. This is going to get destroyed. So what is Mathis back? He's got 3 TCs up. He's got to get his boom on. He is 5 bills behind, however, but there was handcart being done by BacT, which will explain some of the idle TC time for villagers. But I still feel like BacT's in a super strong position. A ton of resources gone out right now from Mathis, and he's going to start pushing out a little bit here. He's got the map control. He's feeling a lot more confident, and I don't blame him. Now he's going to get Mangadai out on top. Just going to start slowly creating them. I would say that BacT's economy is looking a little bit out of shape. Okay, yeah, the food and wood are getting maxed out, that's fine, but the gold is nearly close to 1,000. That's quite a lot when you really break it down at this stage. Mathis, well, I don't really blame him. He was going monks and siege. I had a lot of people on gold to begin with, and knights. He might... If he clicks up ahead... Yeah, okay, he's starting to go mass on stone now to get his own castle, which is fair enough. It's going to get handcart. Okay, he's going to handcart himself, and he's only 6 bills behind. So, again, maybe this is not as over as I thought. I still think it's really tough for them, though, because he's got no map control. He's lost it all completely. BacT's in a really good shape. I expect to drop another castle at this midpoint. This midpoint here, which, you know, Mathis had is really important. Like, this plateau is probably more important with Mathis, because if he loses this front control of his base, he's just in a world of trouble. But he will click up first. He's got the Imperial upgrade coming in swiftly. BacT's getting his second castle down before even Melkor, Mathis, or whatever will even think about dropping one. And if BacT clicks up not too far away, which is not too terribly far away, if he wants to, he could stop the build production and then just click up. Just pile the builds in. And there we go, there we go. He's trying to start expanding out from his base. Really like to see this on this hill, this castle. Lovely placement. Not too aggressive because he's just playing a nice little bit of respect towards his opponent. Didn't want to go too balls deep, because if he did, and we'll say that Mathis already had 2 castles up, then like, yeah, you'd be pretty screwed. Mathis getting the ballistics done, he's got the heavy plow coming through and everything else. Problem is though, I'm still yet to see a castle, so it's it's a real like good luck, buddy. I can't really, he's got no military, 24 to 1. And look at this defensive castle. It's bottom in the middle of his base. And he has to place it there because he can't put it on in these positions because he has no map control, and he knows that there's probably a castle. Well, he knows there's already 1, but most likely 2 by this point. So he's got to play it really defensive in this tiny corner of his. And you can see from BacT, he's already moving out with 5 villagers. I would probably see him to build a castle around about here-ish. Most likely. BacT? A castle, maybe? And there we go. Oh, he's putting a little bit further forward. Close enough to the wood line. Now, I wonder what his reaction from BacT here. I think BacT won't be phased by this uptime here from Mathis. He sees the score, and he's like, well, I'm already up. Oh, I'm not too far away. And I definitely know there can't be that much coming out from him, considering the aggression he was throwing out at me. So another castle's getting thrown down here by Mathis, though. On top, he has to get this down, and he has to keep this up. This is far more important than BacT's castle, I feel. Yes, it will be a huge loss of BacT, but this will be even, like, this is far more important for Mathis. So he's up, so the first couple of trebs will be coming out. Yep. One trap already created. A second one. Okay, this might not look all be doom and gloom. He is down inside his base, but again, a castle on a TC will mean that there's no way he will get much damage done. The first couple of trips will be this castle will be under threat very early on. It's whether or not he can keep this castle up and at the same time keep the pressure. Because he will be able to outmatch him in trebs, because he has up 3-2, but you know, he's been quite late in being up in comparison. So 2 trebs already out, not even 1 in sight coming out from BacT. This castle's pretty much doomed. I mean, Bracer, I like this decision as well from Mathers. He gets the chemistry straight away to help the trebs do this extra damage on this castle. It's a brilliant decision. I love it. Look at BacT, he's so confident, he's like, I don't care, I'm just gonna take your gold. And that castle really didn't do an awful lot. You see, that's why I would have preferred it's been there. If he put the castle there, then the trebuchets would have to be in a bit more of a precarious location to even think about trapping it down. That was just a bit too aggressive. So, big amount of stone already lost here from BacT, but he still feels confident. 2 trebs can start firing on Mathis' own castle, and yeah, he already sees the vital importance in this one, and will decide to repair it whilst his own trebs out. So let's come down to, though, how... whether or not... going to try and dive for this, I wonder. Will he dive? He's really going to try and dive. I mean, they do have a ridiculous firing speed and do take care of traps very quickly. There we go. One goes down. The second one's going to go down. Yeah, that's a nice result there. It looks like it's going to be a trade, castle for castle. So a bunch of manga, though, will go down in the process as well. But he still outnumbers in 27-5. This isn't looking all too problematic. He builds another castle, so... he's on 2. BacT, I think he's on something like 3. It's even time to pick up those relics. That's a really good job there. I like to see that because I always feel, I was watching a game, Call to Arms. Oh, sorry, I was casting Call to Arms the other day, and it was like 5 relics, and like it was an hour and a half game, and not 1 relic was picked up. Oh no, it was picked up, but it took like an hour and a half, and I was like, oh my god, how could you not see this? It's so important. So yeah, I like to see when relics get picked up. Yeah, the siege is now starting to continue. A little bit of defense is holding up relatively okay here from Mathis. Looks like he's got most things upgraded here. So the husbandry starting to finish it off. Oh, the trebuchets also starting to get to work here. Nice decision there from BacT with extra damage, but still wins the fight. And those trebs are now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to lose those 3 trebs, just like how Mathis did. So Mathis is slowly recovering here. Maybe he's 60 bills behind. He's still behind on military. But he is holding the line here. He's got 3 castles up and running. He's still a little bit squished in his face, but he's got access to his gold still. That's really important. We will need to reclaim this one back, though. Maybe all is not lost just yet. Start pushing out to start getting some extra wood from Mathis here. We'll also clean up these pesky little camels and knights from here from BacT. Even delete the house just so you can just reinforce quicker. Here we also see there's gold village and the castle up there. Now this is interesting because that castle's up there to protect the gold. I don't like that decision in a way because it's very easy right now for Mathis to get, again, maybe a couple more trebs going or whatever. Yeah, it's always time to cue some trebs out, position him here, and start chipping away at that castle. And that'll be a second castle going up from BacT. So BacT really needs to get a move on. He's getting siege ramp done, he's getting chemistry. Which he was lacking, interestingly enough. And there's also quite a few Magadai coming out from Mathis. It's quite nice. He's gonna go try and circle around him from BacT and try and pick up some vills. And this, yeah, and this is gonna be a bit of a slaughter. Blimey, not putting a TC there. Melkor. Okay, he's losing a lot of vills there. That's handy. Still does quite a lot of was still in the bank, but that's not nice to lose. That was he didn't. I don't think he even noticed either. Oh man, we lost a lot. Okay, I think he's noticing now. Oh boy, that was rough. All the gold is now starting to be cleared up though. He does have 3 trebs, just like I was saying, and this castle's pretty much doomed. And yeah, he has removed a fair amount of gold, probably like 1,000 or so, maybe 1.5. But there's not really much being contested against this. In fact, I think it's gonna try and go for a trade. Oh, this is big. I think oh, this is actually a really smart play. Okay, so he sees this properly being under threat. He kind of knows. So what he's going to do is he's going to try and just force the issue and take out 2 castles because they're so close to each other. Oh my goodness, and his wood line's getting completely ripped apart. Now Mathis got to track back. Yes, he is, with his entire army to try and defend this position. 3 siege rams are already going to work. He could lose 1 castle. Could be another 1-for-1 trade. He thinks about focusing it down. So 1 castle. I'm not too sure about this. Is it going to go down? Is it going to stay up? Look at the Magidite sitting behind us. Oh my god, that's so much. Lycav will try and remove these siege rams, but they're getting picked up by the Magidite. The 2 castle fight though is taking a lot of these Magidite down here from BacT. So the longer he fights underneath this castle, the worse it sort of is. And these siege rams are really trying to get this castle down, but it is staying up just. And that's a lot. That's a lot gone. There's BacT, but he still holds a decent position in this game. I think. There's some Magidite being raiding up the top here to close the BacT's base, doing some good work. He did not win that push at his own base. And at the same time, over here in his own castle, it gets taken away. So if he can hold on to this 1 castle and this position and take this gold, which is very much plausible, I think just build a TC or something. I don't know. Like, I don't sure we should build a castle. It's too much of a waste. So that's 3 castles lost there from BacT, which I feel have been or could have been avoidable. He will be trying to trade this one though. He will be still focusing his next one down. He's going to get a trev out this time and a siege ram. Right, there's actually enough Magidite at this point coming out from Mathis to try and contest it because quite a lot here from BacT. He needs to regroup with his entire army and focus here a little bit. All the scores may be quite close. This game is still looking in a decent position for BacT. He's got relics in his base, the extra gold on the maps in his favor as well. And Mathis is playing with very little money. I mean, look at this. 200 food, 200 wood. I think he's selling, I'm not too sure. I know he's pumping light cap, but this isn't fun for him. He is now on his goal, which is really nice to see. But here we go. How's this fight going to turn out? The light cap providing a nice frontline tank. The castle, is it staying up? Yes, it is. The Magidite should be focusing down the trebuchet, I feel. Over the treb first. Okay, he takes care of the siege rams. Will you take care of everything else? Come on. Okay, he's focusing on the Magidite first. That's actually quite good because they're already coming in slowly 1 by 1. Now there's some Hussar coming in from BacT, which is nice. Well, 1. I feel like he should have focused the treb because if he focused the treb down, then he could have like disengaged, and if the siege ram tried to push on in, because he's also used up all the rest of his stone. So you either has to buy some or just let it go, which is going to be the case. This is the final shot come. I mean, they only have +2/+2. Yeah. I'm not sure Melkor's coming back from this game, guys. This is looking pretty rough. 124 popped to 170. GG gets called, yeah. Yeah, this was unfortunate thing of this engagement here. He sends in some light cabins and with Magidite, but it's still not enough. He just... The light cabin just getting shredded. I mean, they only have +2/+2. Yeah. I'm not sure Melkor's coming back from this game, guys. This is looking pretty rough. 124 popped to 170. GG gets called, yeah. Yeah, this was unfortunate. It's just that push didn't work out very well. But at the same time, though, I mean, BacT played very nice. He knows how to defend the base. That's for sure. I mean, if you ever want to see how to defend a base, just watch him play mains, and then that's it, really, isn't it? To see BacT at work. Stats from the game: 137 to 127. Economy, yeah, in favor. Once, yeah, the KD's very similar. It's just that he lost all that momentum, and then from there on in, it was still pretty much, like pretty good. The only thing I probably maybe would criticize BacT in that game, just a small criticism. I think he was probably slightly overzealous with those two castles that he had. The one next to the gold and the one on the hill, like just right outside Melkor's base. And it's only because I can see his thinking though, because he's like, okay, I beat that forward really easily. Well, not really easily. I beat that forward comfortably. I'm in a really good shape. I'll be up. I think I'm gonna be up first, and I've got already two castles down, which got the third one nice and close, and it helped me to push forward with whatever. But then he Melkor was up, and he was like, oh crap, and he's got a castle too, and then had two castles just in good nick of time, and then he took care of that front castle, and I was like, oh okay, this isn't looking so great. But and then the one by the gold, well, I just put a TC. Like it's still serving the same purpose. You built the TC, you can protect the vills. Mathis is Melkor. Mathis is Melkor.